tonight. You're the problem.
Ghost Soldier. Just seeing the title is enough to give you chills. Exactly how intense and thrilling are the action sequences in this tactical revenge trailer? Let's check it out together.
Jeez, kid.
Trapping wolves is illegal.
You live around here?
Wolves!
Get behind me, kid.
Whoa, the opening scene shows some absolutely beautiful mountain forest scenery, but the atmosphere is incredibly tense. A brave young boy walks up to a group of hunters and tells them that trapping wolves is illegal. But the hunters, emboldened by having more people and carrying guns, shove him around and rough him up. Then, all of a sudden, Jim Caviezel quietly steps in, raises his compound bow, aims it straight at their heads, and coldly shouts, "Get behind me, kid! You really think you can gang up on a kid and bully him? Well, now you've messed with a Special Forces soldier and picked the wrong guy to mess with."
His pop, when he was killed overseas, left a big hole here.
I'm sorry.
We are going to make billions. Do whatever it takes to get these people off their land.
Hey, the Sony and Columbia logos, even though they haven't changed, they still look beautiful and captivating. The scene shows the peacefulness of life on the farm, horseback riding, and memories of losing a father who sacrificed his life as a soldier. But suddenly, the story heats up when it cuts to a huge evil corporation, Brownstone Interworks, in the city, which is plotting to seize land and water resources to make billions of dollars. Absolutely ruthless. They even order the use of violence and have innocent old people held at gunpoint in order to take over their land. You just know an intense battle for justice is going to be coming.
This is our final offer. It's generous.
This land goes to my grandson.
Corporate tyranny is still tyranny.
The atmosphere is incredibly tense in this scene. The company representatives drive up to the farm with a contract, making one final offer to buy the property. But the owner absolutely refuses to sell. Just look at Jim Caviezel's expression. Calm and composed, but his eyes are filled with warning. You have no idea who you're standing in front of.
This guy might be a problem.
Go check him out.
Boo.
Thank God.
You can thank God all you like. Ain't the fella you're about to meet.
Whoa, this scene is absolutely brutal and thrilling. That guy sneaks down into the basement only to find Jim Caviezel waiting for him, casually greeting him with a bone-chilling boo. The CQC fight on the table is fast, precise, and seriously vicious. When the enemy starts crying and begging God for mercy, Jim gives him a piercing stare and delivers one of the coldest lines of the whole movie. You can thank God all you like. It's the fellow you're about to meet. Short, sharp, and absolutely chilling to the bone.
He's an old school Green Beret with advanced military training. It won't be a fight, it'll be a massacre.
We're done messing around. Burn the place down.
Whoa, this scene is absolutely badass and gives you chills. It starts by revealing the tattoo on his back, followed by the revelation that he's a former Green Beret Special Forces soldier who received advanced training. Just look at the technology on his rifle. There's a bullet trajectory calculation system built into the scope, and he uses guided bullets that hit their targets with pinpoint accuracy. It gets so terrifying that the enemy leader says over the phone, "It won't be a fight, it'll be a massacre." They become so terrified that they eventually order the entire farm to be burned to the ground.
I I'm just not gonna let anyone come into my town and burn down our homes and kill my friends.
This scene is incredibly tense and intense. Just look at what they're doing. They're absolutely savage and brutal, even burning down homes and kidnapping children. These evil acts are what drive Jim Caviezel to open an arsenal stocked with advanced military weapons and high-tech combat helmets before passionately declaring his vow of revenge. I'm just not gonna let anyone come into my town, burn down our homes, and kill my friends. Now, Ghost Soldier has officially awakened.
Listen carefully. You made the mistake of thinking you're safe behind money and guns.
But this land doesn't belong to you.
I've been paid to end wars and dismantle regimes. I'm the man they send to erase problems. And tonight, you're the problem.
Whoa, this action sequence is absolutely badass and takes the chills to another level. Just look at the opening. Jim Caviezel emerges from the water at dusk, equipped with night vision goggles and an advanced targeting system, then calmly calls the enemy leader to deliver a warning. Quiet, but incredibly intimidating. Then it hits hard with an intense, explosive combat sequence. What really stands out is the polished production quality, with a skillful combination of practical effects, controlled use of real explosives, and CGI and VFX for the building demolitions and long-range combat. It makes the entire battle sequence feel incredibly realistic, intense, and absolutely thrilling.
God will judge our enemies. I'm out! I'll just arrange a meeting. Boom.
Whoa, this ending is absolutely nerve-wracking and takes the intensity to another level. The reveal of the title Ghost Soldier fits perfectly with his calm yet incredibly powerful combat abilities. Just look at the scene where he's surrounded by a whole group of enemies pointing their guns at him. Even when his gun is out of ammunition, he doesn't show the slightest bit of fear because he had already set up an automated weapon scanning and targeting system on the rock beforehand. Once the enemies move into position, he simply says, boom, and suddenly artillery or an airstrike rains down and wipes out the entire enemy group in an instant. This scene is enough to get audiences excited, give them chills, and make them want to watch the full movie immediately. Overall, this trailer does an excellent job with everything, from the music and tension to the action sequences. Jim Caviezel continues to deliver a strong performance. For fans of tactical military revenge movies like John Wick or The Equalizer, this is definitely going to be a hit.